prepare for liftoff.
Hello and welcome to our Sunday football segment. We have 4 matches in store for you. 3 of those are the FA Cup quarterfinals and 1 match in the Premier League. But we're going to kick it off with Sheffield versus Arsenal to see who joins Man United in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Hello and welcome to this FA Cup quarterfinal tie between Sheffield United where they host Arsenal. Sheffield United have lost 2 matches and drawn 1 since coming back from the break, whereas Arsenal have lost 2 and won 1. So form-wise they're pretty even, but you think Arsenal would have the better attack to beat this Sheffield team. But Sheffield, they had a good start to the season and they were sitting there pretty in the Champions League challenging positions. So they do have that ability to upset bigger teams. Are they going to be able to do it today, or are Arsenal just going to dominate them? We're about to find out. I mean, they're showing a team player to watch, and that's Aubameyang. Aubameyang is dangerous, but I still don't understand why Arteta plays him on the left wing instead of through the middle where I think he's the best. On the other hand, Sheffield United have good defence, which has not been really shown in the last few matches, but they have one of the best goalkeepers this season, and they were doing well, and then something happened when they came back from the break. Their mind wasn't focused or something, and it's shown on the field where they've, like I said, lost 2 and only drawn 1. Can they get their first win since coming back from the break? Let's see this team. Dean Henderson, George Baldock, Basham, Egan, O'Connell, Stevens. That's a good backline. Berger, Norwood, Fleck, McBurney and Sharp. So I mean, they've got a decent team. Not an Arsenal quality team, but they still got a decent team. Bernd Leno in goal for Arsenal, Bellerin, Mustafi, Luiz, Saka, Ceballos, Xhaka, Pepe, Ozil, Aubameyang and Lacazette up front. I mean, Arsenal, you would have to say that back four is not the greatest. Bellerin and Saka are good, but I mean, Mustafi and Luiz, you never know what you're going to get. He's such a volatile player. On his day, he can be one of the best centre-backs, but too often he tries some random thing and gets a red card. Fleck on the ball for Sheffield. Stevens tries to get the ball in, but it's blocked by Bellerin. Bellerin's pace is incredible on that right back position, and you feel like he might be on the move. You feel like there's a few players that might just decide to leave here, because Arsenal are, let's be honest, struggling. And we have a free kick here for Sheffield United. What can they do from this very promising position? Would you go for goal, or is he going to whip it in? That's what's going to be on the goalkeeper's mind, because either thing can happen here. What will this player do? So many options. Might be just too tight to go for goal. But he has a 4-man Sheffield line over there waiting to get a ball onto their head. What can Norwood do? Can he put in a decent ball? Not the worst ball. Ooh, it fell there to the Sheffield player, but he just couldn't get it in. Norwood on the ball again. Not the okay, that was like he passed directly to the Arsenal player. Pepe. Back to Luiz, the man of the moment. Pepe. Bellerin. Pepe is another player who hasn't shone for this Arsenal team like everyone expected, but I'm pretty sure there will be better seasons to come. It's his first season in the Premier League. And that's just too much on that ball, and Pepe can't keep it in. Ceballos with the wayward pass. Henderson to take the ball. Henderson to take the ball and shoot it out. Why did I repeat myself there? Very awkward sometimes. He couldn't find the Sheffield player. Basham, Berger, Baldock, Norwood. Norwood loses possession. Caballos, Bellerin, Uzel, Xhaka. Uzel on the ball. What can he create? He goes back to Caballos. Uzel. Caballos. Cuts back. Pepe on the ball. Bellerin. Still Bellerin. Can he get the ball in? He can win a corner for Arsenal here. He just hits it off that Sheffield man after doing some fancy footwork to keep the ball, but he just couldn't do anything with it. Pepe to whip it in here with his left foot. And he gives it to Gabash. Taken short. Worked well. Just couldn't get the end result. Xhaka on the ball. Boom. Too much elevation. He got under it. Good pressure by that Sheffield team to prevent him from getting it on target. And Henderson to get us going again from a goal kick. Can Norwood get this? No. It falls to Lacazette, Caballos, Xhaka, Lacazette, Xhaka, Caballos. What can Ozil create? Can he create anything here? He's still got the ball. Oh, great ball through there. That's what he can create. On his day, he's one of the best creative players in the world. But they're too far apart these days. There's not enough of that. And that's why the Arsenal fans get upset with him and why the manager doesn't choose him. That was a great little ball in there. Lacazette gets it in between the legs of Henderson. Still a lot here to do for Lacazette. He has to keep it low. And he just gets it under the goalkeeper. And that's 1-0 for Arsenal. And they're looking likely to go through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. But there's still a lot of match to be played here. Can Sheffield come and do something? Can they find the confidence and work their way back into this match? O'Connell, Stevens. Steven takes it inside. Sharp, back to Norwood. Norwood spreads it here. Great spread. Baldock. Aubameyang doing the defensive work and doing it well. Saka. Saka's looked good this season, the youngster. Leno. Luis. Saka. Chaka. I hate when those two pass the ball together. It's such a tongue twister. Uzel, the assist master. I'll never forget after the World Cup when Madrid bought him and he went and he was one of their best players and they sold him. And he just hasn't lived up to those standards that he had at Madrid and in the World Cup. Egan on the ball, Stevens, Fleck, Berger. Back to Fleck. Fleck spreads it to Baldock. Saka's there doing his defensive work, cutting off all the avenues, and he wins the ball. Luis on the ball. Back to Luis. Chaka, Saka, Chaka, Uzel. Excuse me. Bellerin. Bellerin spreads it forward here for Pepe. He's got the pace to get to it. Can he put a decent ball in? And he finds the Sheffield defender. Lacazette was there waiting for that ball to come in. Can Arsenal create anything from this corner? Pepe on it again. Is he going to go short? He's got Ozil there to go short. And he does. Can Ozil put a decent ball in? Ozil skips past. Still Ozil. And he wins another corner. I feel as though he should have hit that on his left foot. and cause the Sheffield team even more problems. Is it going to be third corner taken short, or is Pepe going to try put it in this time? Pepe takes it short again to Ozil. And this time Egan comes out and he cuts it off. Stevens back to Egan. Egan directly to Luis, and he can hit them from distance. He gives it to Pepe back there. Oh, great work there. Great work, but just a weak shot at the end of it all. Well worked move there by this Arsenal team. And that's it for the first half. Arsenal leading 1-0. Can Sheffield come back in the second half, or are Arsenal just going to carry on progressing and score another goal? Welcome back for the second half. If Sheffield are going to do anything in this match, they're going to have to try get some more possession. Because as it stands, Arsenal is dominating the possession. They're having the more attempts on target. Sheffield only managed to get off one shot on target. So what can Sheffield do here? Have they taken what their manager said and now they're going to come out and do something? Wow, great sidestep there by Lacazette. And he nearly feeds it in. Aubameyang. Luis. Xhaka. That was a poor pass by Xhaka. And he nearly makes up for it by winning the ball back. But it goes out for a throw-in. Berger. Berger. McBurney. Sharp. Can he spread it wide here? Baldock. Baldock hasn't had anything decent on this wing. Until now, Baldock, can he put it... I'm very confused by that. Very, very confused. Feel like he had the time to get the ball in. Anyway, it goes up for Arsenal goal kick for Bert Leonard to put out. He's having an easy day in the office here, not getting much in terms of threats from the Sheffield team. Lacazette holds it up beautifully. Ozil. Ceballos. Ozil. Ozil's pass is cut out. It's now a Sharp. Egan. Norwood. Sharp. Fleck. Berger. Just worked poorly there. They lack the composure to cause this Arsenal team problems. Lacazette. Ceballos. Lacazette. Ceballos. Beautiful to Lacazette. And it's 2-0. Greatly worked move there by this Arsenal team. They just made the Sheffield team look like they're a championship team. There's great work there. Great through ball there by Ceballos. And Lacazette just puts it past the near post here and makes it Arsenal 2, Sheffield 0. Surely they're going to be joining Manchester in the semi-finals. This man on his day is very good. But does he deserve to be ahead of Aubameyang? That is a question I still feel needs testing. Stevens. Fleck. Stevens again. Fleck. Stevens. Norwood. Norwood spreads his wide for you for Baldock. Can he get a ball in this time? Great tackle there by Saka. Berger on the ball. Baldock. Berger. Norwood. Offside. They were trying to work it into the box, but instead they work it into an offside position. Sharp's coming off and Musset coming on. Guendouzi on for Ceballos. Guendouzi, who said some controversial things according to Mpe, rubbing in the face that they have earned more money, etc. So, in my eyes, he's not a good player. That is very disgusting. Baldock. Norwood, Basham. Spreads it for O'Connell. What can O'Connell do here? Can he find a man? Fleck. Fleck spreads it here for Stevens. We haven't seen much of Stevens. The ball's been going into the right side, not onto the left. And Bellerin wins it. Fleck back there. It's difficult to get past Bellerin. He's a very good right back. Pepe back to Bellerin. Pepe. Uzel. Lacazette. What can they create from this position? Chaka, Pepe, Lacazette. Great ball for Uzel. Uzel with the shot, but a great save there by Henderson. He quickly spreads it here for Fleck. Norwood. Norwood on the ball. Stevens. O'Connell. Back to Stevens. O'Connell. O'Connell spreads it here. This time he should get the ball in. Stevens. Stevens gets the ball in. Just behind his attacking partner. Norwood. Berger. Back to Basham. Norwood. Fleck. Stevens. Stevens into Fleck. That looked offside. Could he have just got back on in time? Fleck. He's playing it very close to the offside line here. Fleck gets it back to Norwood in midfield. Can someone from the Sheffield team please get it into the box? Good spell here for Sheffield. And Bellerin wins it back. Pepe is on the run. Uzel. Chaka. Back to Uzel. Chaka. Saka. Chaka. Aubameyang, who we haven't seen much of in this match. Saka. Saka skips past. What can he do here? Saka puts the ball in. Oh. And it's headed out by the Sheffield defender. Guendouzi. Uzel. Lacazette. Guendouzi. Aubameyang. Uzel. Still Uzel. Uzel! What a goal. Well worked move there by this Arsenal team, and they score in the dying moments of this match just to make it affirm their position, just to make sure that everyone knows that they've won this match truly. Great shot here from outside the box. Well struck. Henderson couldn't do anything about it. Dominating performance here by this Arsenal team. They needed it. They needed to show that they're the better team. Because like I said, they haven't had the greatest run since coming back. Great goal by Uzel. He's had a good performance today with that assist and the goal. And that's it for this match. Arsenal come out triumphant with their 3-0 win over Sheffield and join Man United in the semi-finals. So Arsenal confirm their place in the semi-finals alongside Man United. Our next match in the FA Cup is coming in, and that's going to be Leicester versus Chelsea. It should be a good one. Let's hope there's some goals. Chelsea, who beat Man City in the week to give Liverpool the title, can they do the same performance, or can Leicester do what they do well and beat a top 4 team? And if you want to watch that match coming on later, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you get notified when that video goes on my channel. Until then, peace.